All right, big update. I talked about a poker road trip. It is booked. I am packed, and it is coming fast, y'all. Just so y'all know, I teased it before. I will be going to Biloxi, Mississippi to jump in the Biloxi, Mississippi poker grind. We'll be going to 2 poker rooms. I want to talk about the 2 poker rooms. Also, we'll be hopefully meeting up with one, if not both, of my Mississippi poker buddies and get to show them here on the channel. Plus, this is the first road trip of 2025. That's right, 2025. The year that I really want to take this content creating thing to a whole new level. I've been toying with it for a couple of years. It's time to take it to a new level. We're taking a 1,000-hour challenge there. Also, Fade the Hatter, if you've been watching any of that. If you're watching both of these, that's awesome. I appreciate y'all. We're taking it all, and I'm going to bring y'all a ton of content. A lot of times in the past, I didn't do the best job of that. This time, I'm focused on bringing the content. Also, I got to play the best poker I can. So let's jump right into the 2 rooms that we're going to go to, and then I'll tell you at the end about hopefully 2 special guests that I get to bring onto the channel. Want to do a sit down with one or both of them if I can, and just talk a little poker and bring some real insight to low stakes poker. Because a lot of these videos, I'm like y'all, I watch a lot of videos over the last 7-8 years, and through experience, not all of them are good videos, and a lot of them are just trying to trap y'all. So I'll go into that. There's one guy, I'll never mention who he is. He's not a poker vlogger. He just gives strategical videos. He's pretty much done the same 5 videos over and over and over and over again. And it is amazing because he gets hundreds of thousands of views on these same videos where he talks about the same concepts. God bless him. He's doing great. But a lot of his advice is not what he's making it out to be. It is seriously flawed. But anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna rank these rooms, or I'm gonna talk about these rooms in order that I will be from Florida to Mississippi. And then I'm gonna talk about the promotions, and y'all can put in there who you think has the best promotions and where you think I should play the majority of the hours. I am gonna play in both of these rooms without a doubt. So the first room I want to talk about is the IP Imperial Palace. Is called the IP Casino now in Mississippi. It has got a 10-table poker room. And their promotions, I gotta pull them up. I should have had this already pulled up. But they have a 10-table poker room. The last time I was there was back in September, Labor Day weekend of last year, and I didn't have the best experience there. But I mean, let's be honest. Everybody has a bad day. The floor was probably having a bad day. So I'm going to give it another try. So their promotions, the way it's kind of set up on their site, it's kind of confusing because it says in June, but I'm guessing maybe they started these last June and they just ain't updated it. They call it double promotion, and it pretty much runs Monday through Thursday over there. So Tuesdays, all we're going to talk about is Sunday and Monday on the promotions, because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are the days I'm going to be there. I'm going to leave early Wednesday morning. I'm coming in. I can't remember if I said this or not. I'm staying at the Beau Rivage. Shout out to MGM for hooking me up with free rooms. No resort fees or anything. So it's seriously a blessing and the whole reason I'm going out there. But I'll be staying at the Beau. I check in Sunday and I check out Wednesday morning to head back home to Florida. So without further ado, I'm sorry to get back to the promotions. On Tuesdays, they run Jacks Can't Lose. I'm guessing since they don't really have a ton of details, that's a problem here. See, because I went to the Bravo app. If y'all don't know about the Bravo app, it pretty much shows you a lot of the places go through the Bravo app to update their games, and you can see them through the app. It's actually pretty nice, to be honest with y'all. But so their promotions, I'm going to go by what the Bravo app has, because I think that's probably a little bit more accurate. So the poker room runs from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's really, I guess that ain't too bad of a start, but I know the Beau, I think the Beau is 24 hours. So anyways, you get 1,000 Boyd points per hour playing live poker. I'll look into their tier system and see how many hours I might play and see if that would affect anything. I don't think it will. I pretty much stick to MGM. I've been sticking to MGM for a while, to be honest with you, and that's how I usually get to go to Vegas and stuff, is they give me free rooms. But even in Vegas, Vegas starting to get expensive to go out there, but that's a whole nother video. they run a high hand. Pretty much any table that's jackpot eligible, that should be just about all your tables. They're going to have the highest hand of every hour, and you receive $100 plus one spin on the wheel, with prizes ranging from 75 to 250. So that don't sound too bad. And then they also run a thing called Poker Squares, and this one right here, the bonus squares will be awarded on promotion days from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. for full houses, jacks full or better. So that's the two that they look like they're showing. This one right here shows on Monday they're going to have the high hand and the poker squares going. The high hand is 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. I don't know why they always take breaks in the middle of these. It don't make no sense to me. And then Tuesday's high hand from 11 a.m. all the way to 2 a.m. So I might look into playing. I'm definitely going to play there. Depending on how I run there is probably how much I'll be actually playing there. So the one thing I do want to say, there's a big difference between, well, no, I take that back. There used to be a big difference. The bow, there's still a difference though. The bow, bow's going to have a lot more games. Players are going to be playing a lot more deeper over there. It's the 1-3 games uncapped, minimum 100 buy-in. You can buy up to whatever you want. You can buy 50 grand and put on the table if you want. The IP is uncapped now too, but people just they usually buy in around 300 to 500. They don't go crazy at the IP like they do the bow. So that's probably the biggest difference between the two. And there's just going to be more players at the bow, but I think there'll be better players at the bow. I could be wrong. I'm definitely going to reach out to Nitwit and talk to him a little bit. Egg Roll, talk to them, see what their feelings are about them two rooms. And if they have any advice, which one I should play more or not. And I know they'll put it in the comments. That way y'all know, because they're pretty much local to the area, so they have a lot more knowledge about the whole poker environment right there. So let's go to the bow. I got their stuff pulled up here. They were a little bit easier to pull up promotions and everything. So the bow just moved their poker room. It used to be in the back by the sports book, but it had already moved when I was in there in September. Now it's up front near the Buffalo Zone. If you're familiar with the Beau Rivage, that's up there. If you come in the main entrance, you got slot machines on each side, the big slot machine floors, and then in the back you got the sports book. Then right there at the left is where you have the buffet. If you go past the buffet, you go down to the Buffalo Zone, and right there is where the poker room is. I've not played in that location yet because I didn't play there this last year when I was out there in September with my buddies on a guys trip. I only played at the IP. I will definitely be playing at the Beau, putting in some hours there. I've had some good success at the Beau before, and it's just room-wise, I like the Beau's room. Even though I haven't played in this new one, the whole the vibe, the cleanliness is just better at the Beau. I'm sorry, IP. It just is. There's a reason they call it the Bellagio of the South. So their promotions, we're just going to focus on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Those are the days I'll be in town. So the 23rd, they have 2-for-1 bonus high hands. And what that is they're available during each by-hour session, active in all jackpot tables. So that'd be the tables we'll be playing. Aces full of kings minimum, and it's $250 per player when two different players make qualifying hands during a session. $500 if there's only one qualifying hand. $1,000 when a player takes two qualifying hands during the same session. Let me just tell you something. If you get two qualifying hands in an hour, and you're the only two, not only have you won $1,000 in bonus money, you are running good. Like you're in that game right there, whoo, you can be talking about some massive wins. That's one of the reasons I want to go out the Beau is if I run hot, it ain't nothing to run up a huge upswing here. I'm gonna control the downswing. I'm probably gonna just buy in for the 300 to 500 mark. I believe at first I'll buy in for 3, scout out the table, how everybody's playing, what they're buying in for, and then I might up it. But your boy ain't gonna go out there no big baller, and if someone's sitting on $5,000, try to match it. I'm not doing that. We're not gonna devastate the bankroll like that on one bag cooler. So also on the 23rd, they have the Hold'em Royal Flush bonus, and that one right there it's active at all the jackpot tables, which is pretty much anywhere where they're taking the extra rake. You make a Royal Flush and get paid $500 for using both hole cards, $250 to only use one hole card. I like how the other day when I talked about Orange Park, that was one of the things, like, they don't really specify a lot of their stuff in their promotions. They just kind of like leave you hanging. This one right here, I like how the Beau breaks everything down for you. I'll have it up here as I'm talking, but you can see they have a calendar. Even though I got it, actually I did have it cut in half, just showing the days. I'm gonna show you the full calendar too, and at the bottom it has all the different promotions with all the details at the bottom. I really like what you're doing there. Whoever's running the Bow Poker Room is doing a good job by doing that. That way nothing becomes in question. So, I mean, one card, Royal Flush, is way easier to get than two card. We all know that. And if you get it, you get $250. I mean, that's almost a stack if you're buying in for $300. All right, and then this is another one. They don't do this anywhere I know locally to me, so I'm excited to actually watch this go down. They do something called Progressive Splash Pot. This is definitely going to bring action to some hands. And the way it's explained in here is it says, Progressive Splash the Pot. Active in limit. Oh, it's only in limit. I just saw that. Oh, that's terrible. I thought it was no limit. It says active in limit hold'em 6 to 12 or lower from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday. When 3 cards of the same suit flop, the next hand will have funds added. The first splash is 25, second splash 50, third splash 75. 3 splashes per hour per table maximum. I thought that was for no limit tables. But I'm glad this is why Bo's doing a good job. So when I first glanced at this, I skimmed right by it and it says in limit hold'em 6 to 12 or lower. So that's all right. I mean, that's for the limit players. I'm good with that. I'm just glad that now I knew, because in my mind I thought I was going to go see this, but now I know I'm not. So that's all right. Not a problem, not a problem. So also they have hourly double up drawings. So all 3 of these promotions will be going the 3 days I'm there. The double up drawings, we'll read that, see exactly how that does and if that's going to affect us. Active in all jackpot eligible hold'em games from 11:15 a.m. to 11:15 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, so we'll be there all them days. Active player in random table seat selected may take the initial prize of $250 or go for the double up. The players that double up will choose the color of a card being turned up. If the card is the color chosen, the amount doubles up to $500. If the card is not chosen, their prize will be $100. Drawings will occur every other hour during active days and times. So we could either get $250 guaranteed or roll the dice and do $500 to $100. I'll tell you what, since I ain't there yet, and I'll put this on camera, if I have this happen to me, we're going to go double up, and I'm going to record it and bring it here on the channel. I think that's the best way to do it, because that's more entertaining. I mean, I could take the $250, and I'd be happy with that. Over a normal circumstance, because of how bad my luck is, I probably would just take the guaranteed $250. But this is about the channel. This is bigger than my luck, bigger than what's stuck in these bad vibes in this head right here of the Mad Hatters. But yes, if I get in that situation, not only am I going to take the double up, but I'm also going to record it and bring it in the episode of the session we're playing. I think that'd be really cool to bring to y'all and give y'all something to look forward to seeing in the episode. Put in the comments if you think that's a great idea or if I'm just punting away a guaranteed $150. So moving right along, that'll be the 2 rooms we play in. To give y'all an idea time frame and how many hours I'm looking to play, I was going to put a number out there. I'll put a roundabout number that I want to play, but there's a lot of things that will go into it. So Sunday, I plan on waking up here in Florida real early, leaving. I'll probably hit the road maybe 5 or 6 in the morning. It's about a 6-hour ride out there for me from where I live. So, and I pick up an hour. So I'll probably try to be there by noon would be my guess. Yeah, I'll probably try to get there by noon. I'll probably come straight into town. Check-in usually ain't until 3. So I might ride into, if the IP's got a game going, maybe I'll stop at the IP, go in there, play a little bit, then go check in at the Bow, grab something to eat, and then probably play the Bow that night would be my guess. All this is subject to change because there's a couple of things that I will work around my hours of poker that I want to do. One of the biggest things about that is if Egg Roll or Nitwit's able to make it down, and I want to meet up with them and, you know, hopefully bring some of them into the channel and also just get to hang out with them and see them. And, you know, it's the little poker group I got is a brotherhood, and unfortunately we're strung kind of across the United States of America. So anytime that I can get some time with them, if I have to, I'll stay up later playing or start earlier in the morning. I'll figure out something. I'm not worried about that by no means. So, and then all day Monday, all day Tuesday will be in Biloxi. So these is where I really want to crush the hours. Um, Depending on what rooms are going, what time I'm playing, all that is probably how I do it. What I think I'm going to do is probably break my sessions up to try to keep my mind fresh and stop from any kind of tilt. Now, if a game's super amazing, I won't get up and walk away from it. I don't mean that. And none of the things I'm about to say is set in stone. It's just kind of like an idea. So what I'll probably do is run like 4 to 6 hour sessions would be my guess, because that's usually what I feel comfortable about. And what I'll do is I'll do the 4 to 6 hours, and then I'll either go eat or go do something else content wise, and then I'll come back and knock out another 4 to 6. It would be my guess. And then probably late night sessions, I'll probably put 2 of those in. So I'm probably looking at playing 3 sessions a day on the Monday and Tuesday. Like I said, they could be 4 hour, 3-4 hour blocks. They could be a lot of different things. Or if I'm just, everything's going great and I'm in that vibe, I might sit there and play for 12 hours. It all depends on how things are going. I let all that, I'm trying to get away from being so rigid. I used to be very rigid on what I'd want to do. I'd want to be at a poker room at a certain time, want to play a certain many hours, and I'm trying to get away from that and become more just free flowing in it and just let the vibe take me where it may. I think that's going to be better long term, definitely in this 1,000-hour challenge. Bare minimum, 20 hours. We're going out there. I need to knock out at least 20 hours. I believe that's, I can't play none Wednesday, because Wednesday I think I'm working on something else and I'm going to be leaving town early Wednesday morning. So, the latest I'm going to get out of Biloxi is 10, because that's check out of the room. So, and I don't know, maybe play a session Wednesday, but I doubt it. So we're looking at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday being the 3 days of playing. It's going to be a lot of poker, and I think it's going to really help jumpstart me getting back into things, because I've been struggling here lately. But there's a lot of things going on right now that I'm not allowed to talk, that I don't want to speak about. Ain't like I can't, but I don't want to speak of right now. But when some things clear up here in the next month or so, I'll explain why things have been a little bit slower. But I'm making huge transitions in my life, and it's taking time to get there. And to be honest with y'all, some transitions are going really good and some I'm struggling at. So it's definitely a work in progress, but it's about to amp up. Also, while I'm in Biloxi, before I get to my 2 fellas and talk about them, while in Biloxi, I'll be dropping the huge announcement about my World Series of Poker plans, and I'm trying to work out some things here in the next few days so I can kind of announce it all at once, but there's big things coming. I promise y'all. Y'all stay tuned. You share it with your friends. When I go out to the WSOP, you're probably going to see someone go have the best time at the WSOP than you've ever seen on YouTube. I promise you that. A lot of them, they'll show a little bit. I'm going to show you it all. Where it don't matter if it's going to be wild. It's going to be fun. I'm going to show y'all someone going out there wanting to play in tournaments, going to play in some tournaments. But when we ain't in them tournaments, we're going to have a good time, and we're going to hang out with good people, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I promise y'all that. So, I said that there's 2 guys out there. I want to speak on them. Hopefully I get to see them while I'm out there. Take a sip of water real quick. One of them, I'm going to start with Egg Roll Poker. He started off trying to do some vlogging, but he's a working man, and it's slowed down a little bit. Great dude. Loves the game of poker. Got just a great vibe about him. You can go and you can see him on the Best Bet Live. He came out from Mississippi to the Best Bet Live last year and played with us. Great dude, great vibe. My brother Digstown, when he met him, he was like, man, that dude's he's just a bundle of excitement and joy. And so he had already told me he's got some things going on Sunday, and he's got work. So maybe I'll get to see him for a few minutes. I hope so, even if it's just, sit down and have a 10-minute talk, give him an old bro hug, whatever we got to do. But I hope to see him. If not, I understand. Work, family, always comes first. The other one, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to come down and we're going to have a sit down interview. I'm pretty sure this is going to work out with Nitwit Poker. You can see him up here. He had a YouTube channel for a little bit, but once again, just like I was, and Egg Roll, when you are working all the time and you're trying to create content, creating content is a full-time job. People don't believe it. It's a full-time job. If you don't have editors and all that, it's a full-time job. I won't go too much into that because I know me and him will probably talk about this, and it'll be way better because we can go back and forth on it. But he had a YouTube channel, and I wish that he had more time to do it because I would love to see a ton of episodes come out of the Mississippi area. There's just something about the Mississippi poker environment that I like. That's why I chose, when this opportunity came with the free rooms, to drop everything and go out to Mississippi, because I do believe that the Mississippi poker world community needs to be shown because it is a nice vibe. And I know that there's been a vlogger or two go out there, but not many go there. And I understand they're all in Vegas, LA, Texas, like the big sexy spots. But I believe Mississippi's a hidden gem. I really do. So I'll be able to sit down, and I think as long as me and him have the time to do it and he's able to get away from work and family and everything, so I don't want him to feel obligated, because like I always say, family and work always comes first outside of, what our side dreams of poker and content creating. But I believe that me and him could really sit down and bring y'all a really good inside look to low stakes poker, us being in two totally different cities and areas playing it, how people are seeing it, what's being shown on YouTube from content creators, contrary to what it's really like out there for the most part. And also, I believe that we could show y'all what it's like to be a content creator trying to learn it from scratch, not having, experts around us, editors, anything like that. And I think that'd be really entertaining to a lot of people, and hopefully inspire some people that are average Joes just like us out here chasing our dreams. So with all that being said, I just want to come on here and tell you the road trip to Biloxi, Mississippi is a go. Hopefully we run good. Hopefully we'll knock out at least 20 hours. If not, I'd like to get more, honestly, while we're out there. But more importantly, I hope we go on a huge Mississippi upswing. Y'all stay tuned. There'll be episodes coming real fast from us being there. I'll see y'all next time. Hatter. Out. Bye. See ya. What am I got to figure out an outro. That's what I need to do. When I be doing all this, y'all, I'm going to leave this in too, because I'm just free speeching right now. I always get to the end and I don't know what to say. It's like a lot of times you watch my stuff, I like stutter over it. Like I try to say bye like 6 times because I like it. Saying bye is hard. I just don't want to say bye. Yeah, that's it. I just don't like to say bye.